before they're coming to Canada. Yes, it takes time. Yes, it takes a lot of resources, but the interview outside of Canada in the overall effect of it, some measures around it, and at the same time, the loopholes that exist within immigration every day and every year, they continue to surprise me. I'm talking about international students coming into Canada and coming in through organizations that are not teaching them the skills needed for the Canadian economy. Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. So there was an announcement a few days ago where the government of Canada has announced that it's going to further strengthen regulations on immigration consultants, which is great. So definitely for applicants who are applying for immigration, there's a lot of fraud, there's a lot of unethical practices that happen. But at the same time, I would request to the government to also look within the programs which are left open to loopholes, which are left open to exploitation, not just by immigration consultants, by other licensed practitioners and non-licensed practitioners. I'm pointing towards people being able to come on a visitor visa, claim asylum, and then get on social assistance and not have to work. I'm talking about international students coming into Canada and coming in through organizations that are not teaching them the skills needed for the Canadian economy. I'm talking about employers who are bringing in low-wage workers so that they can keep their bottom line low and keeping Canadian youth unemployed and having high unemployment rate across Canada. I'm talking about provinces and federal governments not prioritizing entrepreneurial immigration as the strength of this country, as it can drive in a lot of foreign direct investment and create jobs at a time that is much needed. So I'll make much more detailed videos about that because there's a lot where that comes from. But at the same time, this is certainly a measure that the government has introduced. I applaud it, but coming from a banking background in Canada, this is 20, 30 years late. I'm very surprised every year that immigration was so unregulated in Canada, even though there was some measures around it. And at the same time, the loopholes that exist within immigration every day and every year, they continue to surprise me. And the government of Canada and the IRCC need to really focus on closing loopholes, looking at the impact, not just federally, but provincially and municipally before rolling out another program. I would go as far as interviewing people before they're coming to Canada. Yes, it takes time. Yes, it takes a lot of resources, but the interview outside of Canada in the overall effect of it will be a much more positive net effect than somebody who is not supposed to be in Canada coming into Canada, exploiting our resources, exploiting our social assistance system. So I would sincerely request the process of IRCC to be reviewed all and from the start to the bottom, and to fix loopholes before they release any programs. So once again, coming back to this regulation, I applaud it. I'm very happy about it, but I wish this was in place 8 to 10 years ago when I got into this occupation. And at the same time, I wish IRCC also had a closer look within them to close the loopholes that they have allowed people to utilize and exploit to harm our immigration system and harm the integrity of the Canadian immigration system. Nevertheless, good measure. Look forward to more. I'll give my guidance to stakeholders as well. And I look forward to a prosperous Canada in the future. Take care. Bye for now.